It wasn't obvious to Max that Keith might have brought a gun to school when Keith snuck in? That didn't cross your mind, Vanessa? I know, I didn't just hear what I think I heard. And Dad gave me the key to Valley Park, and I'm ready to unlock the door that's right in front of me. Thank you so much for your loyalty, Vivian. Once the takeover is complete, I would truly like to repay you. The most I can do is offer you a better position in the company if you decide to stay. Thank you for trusting me, but we can figure out the details once you become CEO. What do you gotta tell me, Nichelle? I decided that I'm gonna write a new chapter in my life after graduation. After speaking with my mom, we both decided that I'll be running Theodosius' palace. Alright, Shirley, how come you seem down all day? I was thinking about JJ. His behavior is really concerning me, Jeremiah. Mom, I need to speak with you. What's this about, Isidore? Have you noticed anything odd with Dad lately? Were you able to do it? Yep. Isidore believes that I'm working under him to help him take over Russo Jewelers. Now he thinks I'm gonna help turn the family against each other to benefit him. I can't wait for Isidore to look dumb once he realizes that you won't be handing the shares over to him. You ain't going to college after you graduate? That's exactly what I'm saying, Zeke. What made you decide to do that? Because I'm ready to make something of myself once I finish high school. I really hope you ain't making this decision because Ulysses' life was taken. Are you worried that JJ might not be taking his meds? Because ever since Ulysses lost her life, I made sure he wouldn't avoid taking them. I don't doubt that he's been taking his medicine, Jeremiah, but it's just the way he's been behaving. The other day, I heard him say something so unspeakable to Vanessa. What did he say? I pretty much overheard him blaming Max and Vanessa for not stopping Keith that day. Hold up, what exactly did JJ say to Vanessa? He asked her why she and Max couldn't figure out that Keith brought a gun to school when he snuck in. That's not fair to Vanessa, and it's not even fair to Max. But JJ is saying all this from a broken heart, Shirley. I understand that JJ is mourning, but his bitterness is making the mourning process difficult for everyone. I haven't noticed anything off with your father, Isidore. Have you? The only thing that I've noticed is that he's barely been speaking to me lately. What did you do to upset your father? Yeah, Dad. Are you gonna tell Nona why Nono can't stand being in the same room as either of us? Isidore is definitely smarter than he looks. I really had to do some serious mental gymnastics to persuade him that I wouldn't try to play him. The plan is to turn the entire family against one another. He might feel more secure having an ally, and he found one in you, Viv. And now I've got to convince the rest of the family that I'm on their side. If you could deceive a scoundrel like Isidore, then you can deceive any Russo. Let's just hope that Clarice don't notice that there's disunity within her household. I own this hotel, Zeke. Remember? I was gonna run it eventually. I wasn't trying to upset you, Nichelle. I'm just trying to make sure that you ain't making this decision for the wrong reasons. And I thought you'd be happy that I got to spend my free time with you instead of being swamped with schoolwork and studying. I'm glad that school won't be getting in the way of us spending time together. But running this hotel is really gonna keep you busy. Most of all, running this hotel makes you the most powerful person in Valley Park. You ready for that? I understand your concern, Shelley, but we've got to keep in mind that JJ's world turned upside down once he woke up out of that coma. We'll need to be patient with him. Believe me, Jeremiah, I'm trying to stay patient, but I don't want our son thinking that being bitter is okay. He doesn't seem to care that he's gonna have a new baby brother or sister. Trust me, he'll be excited to meet this baby, just like we are. Sharing news about the baby was just another shock. But Vanessa was overjoyed when she heard about the baby. Despite that, she's even struggling with bitterness. After everything that has occurred this past month, it is not the time for this family to be at odds. Whatever is going on between you two and whatever issue Lorenzo has with the both of you, I want it resolved. I'd appreciate it if you didn't interrupt me when I'm having important conversations. Forgive me if it sounded like Nona was gonna try and get you to confess that you knew Dr. Murphy helped end B's Nono Dante's life. I wasn't. All I was doing was asking your Nona about your Nono. What about Nono? Maybe I should ask you, Alan. Have you noticed anything off with him? Neither Isidore nor Gianni would risk losing the chance at becoming the next CEO of Russo Jewelers. They're definitely gonna keep Clarice out of the loop. My big brothers sure ain't gonna be happy when they found out I only got Clarice and Ben shares, and not Lorenzo's. I wonder if they'll be more mad at me or more mad at Clarice and Ben. Who cares? Once this is all over, you'll be their boss. Hearing that sounds so sweet. Do you know what would sound sweeter? Amazing, the Russos and all of Valley Park, the moment they find out that you and I are together. I was forced to grow up fast, Zeke. Earlier this year, I found out my father was a monster, and I'm coming to grips that my little sister passed away in my arms. I'm more than ready to take my rightful place to the throne. I got your back 100%. I didn't expect anything less. I hadn't noticed Vanessa being bitter at all. That's because she's bitter at one person, but I'm afraid that it will spread if she doesn't do anything about it. And Keeve is that one person? Of course, what he put us through is horrendous and straight up demonic. And it was only by God's grace that I let go of my hatred towards him. I'm afraid that Vanessa just doesn't know that she can hate what he's done, but not suffer with the hatred she has towards him. Both JJ and Vanessa have gone through the most traumatic experience of their lives. As their parents, we just need to remind them that they can always lean on us. I haven't noticed anything off with Nono at all, except for the fact that he can't stand to be in the same room as me because I was involved with a woman who helped end his father's life. And now I have an assignment for you. An assignment? What sort of assignment? If something is wrong with your Nono, then you come to me. Not your Nona, not anyone else. Me and me alone. Thank you for sticking by my side, Pacho. You don't have to thank me. I should be thanking you for being a shoulder to cry on. Literally. I'm not the one to abandon the people that I love. Did you just admit that you love me? That depends. Does that mean you love me? I'll give you a hint.